Hello, and thank you for clicking on this video. So I wanted to ask you, is it okay sometimes to lie? Um, Now, sometimes, people will say, you know, I, it's better to be nice than to lie and hurt someone's feelings. Um, And I'm guilty of this. I still do this today and I still struggle with it because sometimes it's just easier on us to just agree with someone and then it's done instead of being truthful. And then and then that person you may already know how they're going to react, and then it's going to blow up or something. Especially if your significant other says, "Hey, do I look good in this?" Yes, of course you do. You always do. Keeps the home front a little bit more at peace. So I understand all that. But lies, so lies are empty, they're deceitful. And that's what they are. No matter what we see in the worldly ways, oh, that's just small. Oh, that's big. So we make this gray area, and I've talked about this gray area before. We even use different terms. Oh, that wasn't a lie; it was just a little fibbing. Or even some people say it wasn't lying; it was just being nice. Okay. I really don't like the word "nice" because it's misleading. That word is misleading in itself. But what I want to ask you is it sometimes okay to lie? And what happens though with lies is they're empty, they're not true, they don't exist on their own, they're not a rock to build a foundation on. And what happens is when you lie, whoever you're lying to, whatever it's about, they will build off of that, which is empty and not stable, and eventually it will come crashing down. And the problem is when you start that lie and they build off of that, when it does come crashing down, it's going to be tons worse. They're going to fall farther. They're going to hurt more, especially if they trusted you and you broke that trust. And it's like the same thing for you, okay? What if someone lied to you? Or let's talk about like a relationship, your significant other or something like that, okay? Yeah, like I was saying, it may just be to keep the peace. Maybe easier just to lie and agree or whatever, just to move on. Well, it doesn't move on, okay? And then eventually when it's found out, because it's not stable, lies are empty, then it causes more problems. So while you may not want to deal with it in the moment, you're probably going to deal with it at some point, and it's probably going to be worse, more than likely, okay? So not only is it in the best interest of the person to always be truthful, but it's really in your own best interest to be truthful, because I've kind of mentioned this before. Some people call it karma, whatever. But I mean, there is justice above worldly court justice, man justice, okay? And so just think if the roles are reversed and you trusted someone to be honest and they told you a lie, and then again you relied on that being truth and you built off of that, and then you're deceived, and then you're look like a fool, or when it comes crashing down, you're in pain. It causes pain. It's not real. Lies are not real. Now again, I'm guilty of this, okay? So I'm working on this too. No one's perfect. But I want to bring this to your awareness that it doesn't matter what we see or we think is a small lie or a big lie. A lie is a lie. There is no gray area, okay? The gray area, it's either love or not love. It's either true or not true. Like, there is no gray areas, and we make these gray areas. I talked about this in the excuses video. But in that gray area is where our enemy is able to manipulate us and deceive us. And we make excuses because we know what we should do, but we don't do it. And to make ourselves feel better, we make these excuses that creates this gray area. Well, the gray area is an illusion, okay? And so I kind of talked about it in the, is truth important to you video. Like, you've got to really have truth as important. More important than feeling good, more important than the easy road, more important than anything, okay? And truth is God. That's why you put God first. But it's not just because you're told to do it. It's because it's literally the best thing for you and everyone else. And let's say over 8 billion people in the world just sometimes lie. Do you realize how many illusions and stuff that's created off of that? How many people are deceived off of that? It's like the butterfly effect. So you can be truth and be light and in the darkness, or you can turn off the light and continue that darkness. So I want to bring this to awareness. Like I said, I'm guilty, so it's not, I'm not trying to, don't take this as like, it's condemnation. Just be honest and authentic with yourself and really think about it. Really think about it. And again, you really have to decide, is truth that's never shaken, that is a real foundation to build off of for you and everyone else, is that important? And you have to live in the moment, because there are always moments. And maybe in the moment, you're busy, you don't want to deal with it. And so you just lie to move on. But really, that ends up being a snowball that does not benefit anyone, including you. Now, with that said, too, some people will lie to be nice because they know how someone would react, okay? And like, we have a saying, like, you made me mad. Well, you know what? The thing is this. It's up. You can only control yourself. You can't control what other people do and how they react and how they take truth. Okay? It's not on you. It's on you to decide, are you going to be light and be truth? Or are you going to be darkness and be a lie that's empty? That's on you, okay? The way people receive truth, that's on them. And we're all children here, and unfortunately, we're not mature at all in the spiritual sense. We're all working on it. We're all doing our own journey, all have our own lessons. But it's not on you how people take truth. It's on you to be truth, no matter what. And it's not easy. That's why this is the narrow path. I talk about the narrow path. Walk the narrow path, because it's not easy. The easy is the broad path to destruction. Be in darkness. Be in a lie. Deceiving others. And whatever you in the worldly perspective think is big or small, it all matters. It all matters. Now, at the same time, we're all struggling. I'm sure, I think we all struggle with this, including me. So don't, feel bad and get stuck there. Just try to take each moment for the moment and be truth. And when you stumble, just don't get stuck. Just keep on moving. Okay, just keep on moving. Talk to God about it. Involve God, because He is truth. He is love. He is peace. So, I wanted to really kind of point that out, because it's not on you how others react. Because in this world today, it's like nobody can be authentic. Nobody can speak, because everyone will be offended with something. I mean, there's over 8 billion people in the world. Somebody's going to be offended. And truth cuts like a sword. because it breaks illusions, which is really what we all need. Don't be stuck in an illusion because it's fake. Don't be fake. I've talked about that before. So it's kind of windy and chilly out here, so I'm going to cut this video off here. But I wanted to bring it to your awareness, and don't put that burden that how people react on yourself. Put the burden on being authentic on you. That's what you control. You control you. Be the light. Be truth. Do not spread darkness. Be darkness. Turn off that. Turn off the light. Don't shun the light. Let your light shine. Let your light shine, no matter what. Okay. And our Lord has our back. You walk that path, He's got your back. Okay. And really, you don't necessarily even have to deal with it. Like I was talking about, it's easier to lie sometimes if it's small, if what we see is small, to not deal with it. But really, you don't even really have to deal with it. If someone gets upset, don't put that on you. That's not on you. Don't take it personal. Just be like, look, this is the truth. You may not like it. We all usually don't like truth at some point for some things, because we all have lessons to learn and illusions to break. And we have to grow and mature. But, so anyways, please, put your thoughts, comments, experiences with these situations, down in the comments below. And, please, if you like the video, thumbs up, subscribe, ring-a-ding-a-ling that bell for notifications for when I upload videos. And like always, stay strong. You got to stay strong in truth. Okay, it's hard. It's not easy. But try to desire and keep that walk going. Stay strong, and God bless.